صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Chapter on how the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions used to live, and how they gave up their interest in the world. Narrated Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, by Allah, except whom none has the right to be worshipped. Sometimes I used to sleep on the ground on my abdomen because of hunger, and sometimes I used to bind a stone over my belly because of hunger. One day I sat by the way from where the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions used to come out. When Abu Bakr passed by, I asked him about a verse from Allah's book, and I asked him only that he might satisfy my hunger, but he passed by and did not do so. Then Omar passed by me, and I asked him about a verse from Allah's book, and I asked him only that he might satisfy my hunger, but he passed by without doing so. Finally, Abul Qasim, the Prophet, peace be upon him, passed by me, and he smiled when he saw me, for he knew what was in my heart and my face. He said, "O Abu Hurairah." I replied, "Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him." He said to me, "Follow me." He proceeded, and I followed him. Then he entered the house, and I asked permission to enter and was admitted. He found milk in a bowl and said, "From where is this milk?" They said, "It has been presented to you by such and such man or by such and such woman." He said, "O Abahir." I said, "Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger." He said, "Go and call the people of Sufa to me." These people of Sufa were the guests of Islam who had neither families nor money nor anybody to depend upon, and whenever an object of charity was brought to the Prophet, peace be upon him, he would send it to them and would not take anything from it, and whenever any present was given to him, he used to send some for them and take some of it for himself. The order of the Prophet, peace be upon him, upset me, and I said to myself, "How will this little milk be enough for the people of As-Sufa?" I thought I was more entitled to drink from that milk in order to strengthen myself, but behold, the Prophet, peace be upon him, came to order me to give that milk to them. I wondered what will remain of that milk for me, but anyway, I could not but obey Allah and His Messenger, peace be upon him. So I went to the people of As-Sufa and called them, and they came and asked the Prophet's permission to enter. They were admitted and took their seats in the house. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "O Abahir." I said, "Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him." He said, "Take it and give it to them." So I took the bowl of milk and started giving it to one man who would drink his fill and return it to me, whereupon I would give it to another man who, in his turn, would drink his fill and return it to me, and I would then offer it to another man who would drink his fill and return it to me. Finally, after the whole group had drunk their fill, I reached the Prophet, peace be upon him, who took the bowl and put it on his hand, looked at me, and smiled and said, "O Abahir." I replied, "Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him." He said, "There remain you and I." I said, "You have said the truth, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him." He said, "Sit down and drink." I sat down and drank. He said, "Drink," and I drank. He kept on telling me repeatedly to drink till I said, "No, by Allah who sent you with the truth, I have no space for it in my stomach." He said, "Hand it over to me." When I gave him the bowl, he praised Allah and pronounced Allah's name on it and drank the remaining milk. Footnote: There were about 80 men or more, and it is a miracle from Allah to the Prophet, peace be upon him, that a small bowl of milk, hardly 1 kilogram, could be sufficient for over 80 men to drink their fill. See the miracles from Allah to the Prophet, peace be upon him, in Volume 1. Narrated Sa'd, I was the first man among the Arabs to shoot an arrow for Allah's cause. We used to fight in Allah's cause when we had nothing to eat except the leaves of al-Hubla and the samur trees, desert trees, so that we discharged excrement like that of sheep, that is, unmixed droppings. Today, the people of the tribe of Bani Asad teach me the laws of Islam. If so, then I am lost, and all my efforts of that hard time had gone in vain. Narrated Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, the family of Muhammad, peace be upon him, had never eaten wheat bread to their satisfaction for 3 successive days since their arrival in Al-Madinah till the death of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Narrated Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, the family of Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not eat 2 meals on one day, but one of the 2 was of dates. Narrated Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, the bed mattress of the Prophet, peace be upon him, was made of a leather case stuffed with palm fibers. Narrated Qatada, we used to go to Anas bin Malik and see his baker standing, preparing the bread. Anas said, "Eat. I have not known that the Prophet, peace be upon him, ever saw a thin, well-baked loaf of bread till he died, and he never saw a roasted sheep with his eyes." Narrated Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, a complete month would pass by during which we would not make a fire for cooking, and our food used to be only dates and water unless we were given a present of some meat. Narrated Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, that she said to Urwa, "O the son of my sister, we used to see 3 crescents in 2 months, and no fire used to be made in the houses of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. That is, nothing used to be cooked." Urwa said, "What used to sustain you?" Aisha said, "The 2 black things, that is dates and water, except that Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, had neighbors from the Ansar who had some milked she-camels, and they used to give the Prophet, peace be upon him, some milk from their house, and he used to make us drink it." Narrated Abu Hurairah, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "O Allah, give qutan, provision that is sufficient to live with contentment to the family of Muhammad, peace be upon him."